In one of my videos, I mentioned a PC fan, and that there's a hole detector, a hole detector switch in there. It can sense a magnet, and there's two kinds. One, if you put a magnet near a hole sensor, it looks like a transistor. When you put the magnet near it, it conducts. One type, which is in this fan, when you put a north near it, it turns on, and when you put a south of the magnet near it, it turns off. I'll show you all basically what's inside this fan. Now, to take this fan apart, you look at it and you'll say, how does it come apart? I'll show you. The reason I learned how to take these apart was you get a computer for someone and the fan would be froze up, and there's so many different sizes. Some make a lot of noise, some have more airflow. It was so much easier just to rebuild the fan that came with the computer. And a lot of the computers that I pull out of the garbage, I'd immediately rebuild the fan. And you use sewing machine oil or regular motor oil. Do not use 3-in-1. It gums up and the fan will seize up on you. Okay, the first thing you have to do is you peel this label off. Okay, and you want to save this label and put it back on in the reverse order. Okay, now here's a sticky label. We put it back here. Now there's always a little rubber gummy thing here, and usually use a pick. It's a plug, and you pull this plug out. Okay, here's the rubber plug. Okay, hopefully I'm in the frame. And then down inside, there's a modern kind of Jesus clip. Now let me see if I can get it first shot. It's spinning around down in there. Okay, one of these. These are used in VCRs a lot. All right, that's a clip. Now you can pull this apart. Okay, now in here, usually there's a ring magnet. Okay, now on this one, the magnet doesn't want to come out. On some of them you can take the magnet out. All right, but this is a circular magnet. It's got poles, norths and souths. Okay, big deal. Okay, now this looks like a regular inside of a motor. Okay, but sitting down, hiding. Let's see if we can get this loose. Oh, this one's put together a lot different than other ones. Okay, I'm going to do an old Clive. Oh, I'm not going to do an old Clive. Oh, it's coming. All right, let me get a bigger screwdriver. All right, you should have it ready. You shouldn't make the viewer watch the video unless you're ready. Okay, let's go for it. It's using it's like contact cement. Normally you don't take this part of it apart. I never had one this tough before, ever. But, you know, we're on camera, and life being the way it is. All right, let's see if we can get the whole sensor to come out. It's on a circuit board. Now, I just did one before, a video, and the computer cut off on me. And I'm trying to get this whole sensor out here. There it is. All right, there might have been two of them on here. I'll show you one of them. All right, this thing right here, let's get the light on it. This thing right here, it looks like a transistor. And here's the pinouts underneath. And when the magnet goes past it, it turns on and off. And of course, at one point, it turns one of these coils on to get the motor started. Okay, but this sensors, there's different kinds. So you might have to take more than one apart to get what you want. But in other words, these sensors can actually detect magnetic field. All right, and then once you know that they're in there and you play with them, you can go online and order ones that sense magnetic field. They turn on, and when the field goes away, they turn back off. And then in this case of this one, it turns on, and then when the magnetic field makes this move, it gets to say a north, then it gets to south, it shuts it back off, and then the momentum of this turns it back on. There's a couple different ways. There could be more than one of these in there. I think I do see a second one. Normally these are not that hard to take apart. Okay, I just happened to grab, the wrong one. But I wanted to show you that. And this post, see that post? You clean that real good with some alcohol. Don't lose any of your spacers. And you can put this fan back together, back in the computer, turn it on, and it'll run for another 50,000 hours, okay? I just wanted to show you that. Of course, it didn't go as smooth as I expected it to go, because when I first started videoing it, thing glitched, turned off. My VLC program stopped working. Windows updated. My printer stopped. My VLC doesn't work. I'm in the middle of doing projects, and I need to print out a diagram, and it won't print because Windows has updated itself. Then I sit to relax, and I go to pull up a video this morning or a song, and it won't play. It will play under Microsoft, but it won't play under VLC. So, because Windows has updated it, it don't want that. See, Windows has killed off my budget program. Several games I had. It's just a destructive program. They don't want you running anything but their programs. Okay, and that's why I'm staying with Windows 10. I'm not going to 11. I've had enough of his nonsense. Actually, he's not even in the company anymore, but I've had enough nonsense. But I want to tell you, this is not, there's no brush motor in it. It's a brushless motor. I think they're called MOTs. You can see where they originally were using these sensors to make little motors and stuff before these. And these are motors that, if you're used around fumes and gases, when you turn these on and off, there's no sparks. And they're safe around venting gases and stuff. There's a lot to this. It seems like such a simple thing, but normally this ring magnet, you can take it out, and it's rubbery. It's like the stuff that's on the back of the memos you get in the mail, like a menu. It has this rubber strip on the back of it that's magnetic, and you can put the thing up on the refrigerator. That's what's in some of these. Okay. Unfortunately, this was kind of a disappointment. Even the sensor is a little bit different than I'm normally used to finding. I think that's it. All right, that's it.